If you're stuck in a car, I'm about to tell you why getting yourself a motorcycle is not only a choice but a necessity in this chaotic city. So hold on, it's going to be controversial. Let's start with the obvious. Traffic. Traffic in Nairobi can be such a pain, and it's only getting worse. But guess who's not sitting there on Uhuru Highway for 3 hours heading back home? You guessed it, the bikers. While everyone is losing their minds stuck in traffic, the bikers are there cruising, zipping around the gridlock, looking at the poor souls stuck in traffic. You just stuck there in your car, not being able to do anything. The truth is, a motorcycle could be your golden ticket out of the daily nightmare that Kenyans go through every single day while going to work or just out doing their business. Number 2, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Safety. I know a lot of you are scared about motorcycle accidents. There's always this narrative that motorcycles are dangerous, but that's just what it is, a narrative. This is a narrative that is pushed by a lot of people who don't understand the freedom and control that comes with riding a bike. Yes, you heard me. If you are a skillful rider, you'll have a lot more control and you're aware of your surroundings than the average driver. Let's be honest for a minute. I mean, you'll find that most accidents happen because people are probably reckless, distracted, or just being bad drivers or riders, of course. Sure, if you're a reckless idiot, a motorcycle is as dangerous as it gets, but so is a car, and also anybody walking on the streets. Hell, life is risky, deal with it. But if you know what you're doing, a motorcycle is as safe as it gets. Don't buy into the fear. Get a motorcycle. Number 3, let's talk about the economic freedom that comes with motorcycles. Let's face it, with the economy as it is, we are all feeling the pinch. Petrol prices are soaring through the roof, and if you're driving a car, you have to think about everywhere you're going, every time you turn on the engine. But for motorcycles, these things are cheap to run, cheap to maintain, and cheap to buy. I mean, how many kilometers per liter do you go on your car? 8, 9, 10, 12, 17 at most? Now with the technology, there are bikes that can go all the way up to 40 kilometers per liter. You don't even have to think about where you're going. Should you? Of course, cars are nice, but should you really burn through all that cash just to stay in traffic? A motorcycle gives you options. Options to freedom, options to save, and to live and go places freely without constantly having to worry about how much you're going to spend on fuel. Next up is affordability and options. This is the best part, particularly for those people who commute every single day, going to work back and forth, or somebody that has to take 2 or 3 matatus to go to their destination every single day. When it comes to owning a motorcycle, whether you're thinking about speed, style, or something more practical, all these options are available. There is always a bike out there for you. And guess what? There are also decent financing options all over the place. So if you're still using money as an excuse, come on, time to reconsider. Go get yourself a bike. With so many financing options, owning a bike is no longer a dream. It's a reality within reach. So stop waiting, start living, and choose a bike that suits your style and budget. The next point here is that owning a bike is the ultimate flex. Yes, you can talk about expensive cars, flashy clothes, and shoes, but nothing comes close to that powerful bike or the bike of your dreams. It's not just a matter of getting from point A to point B. It's about the journey, the thrill, and the freedom that motorcycles offer. It's a symbol of independence, confidence, and hey, a little bit of some rebellion in there. And in a world where everybody is trying to fit in, standing out is the ultimate flex. Lastly, let's talk about the environment. I'm not too much of a guy who believes in this, but just for argument's sake, let me throw it in there. If you care about the environment, then the motorcycle should be the best bet for you. Why? I'm talking about the carbon footprint. You cannot compare the carbon footprint of a motorbike to that of a car. I mean, less emissions, less consumption. So if you really care about the planet, it's time to put your money where your mouth is. So there you have it. Forget about the noise that you hear. You don't want a motorcycle. Come on, you need one. Especially if you live in Nairobi. City life can be hectic, but when you get a bike, things will be a bit easier. It's time to change the way you move, one bike at a time. See you in the next one.